Alright, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So today is going to be what do you need to know right now reading. So we're just going to see what comes through. So this could be really anything. I mean, it could be life, love, career. So we'll just take a look and see what comes through, whatever messages Spirit has for you today. Keep in mind it is general though, so if you're watching it and it doesn't resonate, just leave it, okay? Because these readings are timeless. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, my information is down below in the description box, as well as access to, I have a twin flame course and a self-love course. Alright, Spirit. So what do we have? Let's see. What do my viewers need to know right now? What do my viewers need to know right now? Okay, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Let's pull a few cards first. What do you need to know right now? Got a lot of fire energy. Some of you guys can be an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Wow, yeah, look at this. All wands. All wands. Some of you might be doing some work on your sacral chakra, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have the Lovers coming through, so this could be talking about a love reading. Yeah, I get the sense some of you are having like an internal conflict about someone that you're interested in or some sort of romantic person that you're dealing with, okay? Like a romantic relationship that you're dealing with. I feel like this is what's happening. So if this isn't resonating with you, that's fine, click off. But I'm picking up right now what we're talking about here is there's someone in your life, and it could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but I feel like there's romantic interest that you're having some sort of like an internal conflict about, okay? There's questions in your mind about this person because you might be dealing with someone who has some controlling sort of tendencies, okay? Can be controlling or maybe manipulative. And for a lot of you, you might be standing your ground when it comes to this person, or this is what you're needing to do. So if you are dealing with a person in your life, maybe it is someone that you're interested in, or maybe it's a partner that you're currently with, and they're showing signs of being controlling or being manipulative or whatever it may be, like toxic traits, Spirit is really wanting you to stand your ground. And I think some of you guys are thinking that you probably need to. Some of you might be questioning, like, how do I approach this situation? How do I deal with this person? Yeah, it's so funny. I'm literally, my eye just got drawn to this citrine, actually the orange citrine, which does talk about sacral chakra, okay? So for some of you, there could be some sacral chakra blockages that you're dealing with as well. So keep that in mind. It might also be good to maybe pick up an orange calcite, or orange citrine, sorry, not calcite. So anyways, so with the Seven of Wands, I feel like you are being called to stand your ground right now. I'm hearing don't let people walk all over you. Don't allow people to like disrespect you, okay? Some of you might struggle with that though, like standing up for yourself or setting boundaries, dealing with toxic people. Some of you might struggle with this, but I feel like this is something that you're learning right now, okay? All right, so we also have the card of acceptance. Yeah, I think you guys have a lot of like pent-up anger, and some of you are kind of in denial. Yeah, look what I was just saying. So we have the orange card, self-worth. Okay, so the orange, these are actually the chakra cards. And that's why I kind of felt called to pull them, just because I am getting this message about the chakras. So with the orange coming through, this is related to the sacral chakra, but there is a sense of, you know, right now Spirit wants you to focus on your self-worth, because when we don't feel worthy, we allow people to come into our lives and treat us badly. We allow people to come into our lives and manipulate us or control us, or harm us or disrespect us. And I feel like there is someone in your life, and for most of you, and it might not be for all, but I feel like this is going to be a love interest. Like, I'm not seeing this as a friend or a family member, although it can be, so I'm not ruling it out. But with the Lovers coming through, I'm just feeling like this is more of a romantic partnership, okay? This could also be like a dynamic that you're needing to break out of, is like drawing in people who are controlling and you're being called to really stand your ground. But I think what this internal conflict is saying is that some of you guys are still needing to work on your self-worth. So the reason why maybe you're struggling to set boundaries, or the reason why you're struggling to stand up for yourself, is because you're still needing to work on your self-love. And then we have this card of acceptance, okay? And I get the sense that a lot of you are kind of in denial right now. So it's sort of that energy of like, wait, are they really as toxic as I think? Or is this person really as bad as I'm thinking? Or is it just like, am I just overthinking it? Or am I being too judgmental? So I feel like it's, you guys are needing to come into acceptance of what you're truly feeling. Some of you might be a little bit detached from your thoughts and your emotions, and I feel like you're really being called to get in tune with like, how do you feel? How does this dynamic or this situation or this relationship or whatever it may be, what's really going on within you? And kind of shut out the outside world and really get in touch with like, how does this make me feel? Like, I feel like there's a lot of pent-up anger that you're almost denying. Okay, like if you look at this woman here, she looks very distraught, she looks very upset, but it's like, see how she's holding this cake thing, and it almost looks kind of like a weapon. Okay, but I feel like this kind of represents some sort of pent-up anger. And for a lot of you, this is what's happening. You know, if you've constantly allowed people to come into your life or to have relationships where people walk all over you or disrespect you, at some point, you know, that's going to build. It's going to build, it's going to build, it's going to build, and there's going to be that sense of resentment there. And I feel like for a lot of you, you are dealing with some concerns related to your self-worth. And the stronger your self-worth is, the easier it will be for you to stand up for yourself, okay? What's interesting though is like from my understanding, self-worth has a lot to do with like the solar plexus, like confidence, self-esteem. So it's interesting that, because I was intuitively picking up something related to the sacral chakra. So this could definitely tie into more like on a romantic side, your romantic relationships, but I would also address like the solar plexus chakra too, because that is related to self-esteem, feeling good about yourself and all of that. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through. So what do you need to know right now? What are you needing to know right now? What are my viewers needing to know? Yeah, you guys might need to walk away from this situation. This might be a difficult decision, but you are being called to walk in a new direction. So if you have been thinking this, if you've been thinking, you know what, I don't feel good about this situation, maybe this person's not making me feel good, I need to move towards what makes me happy. Like, I need to move towards something healthier. I need to take a new path here, right? So I feel like this is Spirit's kind of, like, this is the what do you need to know right now reading. So this is kind of confirmation that maybe it's time to walk away from a situation that's not serving you. Okay, let's see. Why is new direction here? Why is new direction here? Yeah, look at this. It's time, guys. Look at this. Wow. The Three of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. These two cards can talk about timing and patience. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've been waiting. So I feel like it's this energy of, I just heard it's time, like it's time. And maybe this is because some of you have known this for a while, that you need to walk away, but you haven't, because maybe this situation is tied to your self-worth, and maybe you haven't come into acceptance of what's actually happening, right? So sometimes we can kind of live in denial about things, but I feel like Spirit is saying it's time. You've been waiting for maybe this person to change, or you've been waiting for the situation to change, so now it's time to walk away. It's like, how long are you gonna wait? How long are you going to wait for this situation to change where you're not happy? So keep in mind, this may not resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't resonate, you can click off. But if this is resonating, then you're being called to, it's like Spirit saying, if you've been waiting for a long time for this situation to change and it hasn't been changing, it's time to head in a new direction. It's time to choose yourself. Self-worth. Okay. What do my viewers need to know right now? Alright, Spirit, what do my viewers need to know right now? Yeah, guys, you're not a failure, okay? Some of you guys might be feeling like, wow, you know what? I invested so much time into the situation. Like, if I walk away from this, I'm going to be a failure. Like, I'm going to, you know, and I feel like a lot of you, this is Spirit's way of saying you're not a failure. You don't want to look at it from this perspective. So these are the lessons cards. And this says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So maybe you've kind of gone through this situation multiple times, or maybe you, when it comes to love, like you've made similar mistakes where you keep drawing in this sort of King of Wands reversed energy, like a kind of manipulator or controller. And you might be feeling like a sense of, wow, why do I keep making this mistake? Like, why do I keep doing the same thing? But Spirit is saying that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So you want to shift your perspective on the situation of not like, oh, look what I've done wrong, or look what I have to walk away from and I spent all this time investing in it. You want to look at it as, okay, well, what am I learning? Like, what did I learn from this situation? Okay, yeah, because the bottom of the deck, I think a lot of you guys are holding this guilt. And what's interesting about this coming out, again, there's the orange energy, but guilt is actually what blocks our sacral chakra. Okay, so it says here, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And this is blocking you right now, guys. I'm getting, this is so interesting, but I'm getting so much sacral chakra blockages here for you guys specifically. So this may be something you really want to take a look at if you're resonating with this reading. So maybe getting some Reiki done, maybe getting some orange crystals, doing some healing in that sense. But you guys are needing to let go of this guilt. You're holding on to guilt that just really does not belong to you, okay? You know, if you get stuck in like painful patterns, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to change. But you don't want to get into that energy where you're feeling like, oh, look what I've done, or, you know, I'm a failure, whatever it may be, whatever kind of story you have going. So you guys are being called to release this and head in a new direction. Head towards something happier. If you notice this here, this woman is heading towards the sun. So by walking away from a toxic situation, you're actually heading towards something so beautiful, but you have to have that courage to really walk away. Okay. Alright, so what do my viewers need to know? So let's get a final guidance message for you. Wow. Yeah. Look at this. Peace and harmony. And wow, at the bottom of the deck is the peaceful warrior. So we have two cards related to peace. And again, there's all this orange, and we have the orange in here. So this says here, thank you, Archangel Raguel, for surrounding me in a harmonious light. So Spirit is wanting you to know that you are protected as you walk away from this situation. You are protected on your path. And oh my gosh, guys, this is so amazing and so beautiful. Look what I was just saying with this Seven of Wands energy. And I was saying at the very beginning that you guys need to stand your ground, right? Standing up for yourself. It says here, thank you, Archangel Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Okay, so this is the big message coming through. And this is also another component. When you stand your ground, it doesn't mean you have to do it in a toxic way. You can stand your ground in a peaceful way. You can stand your ground from a place of love and compassion, right? So like when you walk away from someone, it's not like you have to cut them out in a very harsh way. Of course, you have the opportunity or the choice to do whatever you want, but you can release someone with love. Right? It's like you can have compassion for maybe what they might be going through, or you know, what maybe caused them to act in such a way, but you can walk away and stand your ground in a way where it's peaceful. It's not coming from fear, it's not coming from pain, it's not coming from hurt, but it's coming from a loving place, and also love for yourself, right? So the huge message here for you guys is you're not a failure. Okay, you're needing to release this regret. It's time to move in a new direction. You've known it's time, and I feel like you just need to build that confidence to be able to stand your ground. And I feel like once you start doing these things, like once you start taking those actions to put yourself first, you're going to just naturally build your self-worth. You know, every time you make a decision to do something that's right for you, it's like you move one level up. You start to increase your sense of worth, because you're doing things for you. You're not doing things to appease other people, and so that's a big thing here, especially with the acceptance and the self-worth coming through. Okay, so today was kind of a deep message for you guys, to be quite honest, but I do truly hope that it resonated with you. If it did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Go down below, comment, share your story if you feel comfortable, because I feel like it helps everyone else who might be going through a similar situation. And in addition, if you guys are interested, I do have a self-love course, which might be actually beneficial for those of you who are resonating with this. And then a twin flame course, and if you want to book your own personal reading, my information is down below. All right, so I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.